Hey everybody, it's Thursday the 26th. I'm going to be doing another timeless reading. I know I've been putting the date stamps on there and everything else, but I got some good advice from somebody that's got their own tarot channel. I've been doing it for quite a while. So I changed the angle of my camera around so you get a better overall panoramic view. I guess that will fit better in the YouTube layout and so on, and a few other things that she gave me some hints on. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take her advice. Let me know how you feel about all these things, these changes. So I'm going to try some things. I'm going to be feeling this whole thing out until I get to a point where I feel very comfortable and I think that it's flowing the way that I want it to flow in terms of this intuitive endeavor that I'm partaking in, and that's sharing with you. So I'm going to go ahead and start off like I did yesterday by drawing 3 tarot cards to get an overall energy for today. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the daily rune pulls. We'll go over all that energy for the week and everything else. And at the end, I will pull some hidden truth and some love oracles as well. So I'm melding all of these different methods of divination, since it works so smoothly and so cohesively, yesterday. I just wanted to go ahead and try it a few more times, see how, things go, okay? So I hope you like it as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, like I said, we're going to draw 3 tarot cards. All right. This going here. All right. So, first energy is the Page of Wands. Okay, this camera angle, I can't get it too close. So the Page of Wands is our first energy for today. It's the arrival of good news, and we're all like that, right? Exploration, charisma, enforcement, or excitement, and freedom and creativity. These are some of the major power words, I guess, associated with the Page of Wands. Now, just like with runes, there's other meanings as well. Okay, pages are usually young. It could be an immature adult, or it could be somebody childlike, if you will, or an actual child. Okay, but we're getting some good news. So that's good. Good news is good, right? So let's get another one. So, I get another energy for today, please. Another energy for today, please, with the tarot. Another energy for today. I hope you guys are having a great day. I mean, it was blazing out here this morning, so I had to wait till the sun finally subsided behind the trees so I could get some cover and do this reading. It's not quite as windy, so it's not as noisy today. All right. So the next one we got is the 8 of Pentacles. So basically, they're talking about focusing diligently on your craft. Okay. It's also talking about a new career, possibly, an education. Some goals, expertise and mastery in what it is that you are partaking in. So those are also very good things. I like to learn. So in fact, I learn constantly, every day. Every day I'm striving to find something else out. So those are good things. I hope you feel the same way. I don't mean necessarily sitting in a classroom and being bored to death, trying to fulfill somebody else's idea of what you're supposed to learn and what have you. I've never really liked that. I never enjoyed school per se. for those reasons. All right, so let's get one more. I like to shuffle them up real good. All right, can I get one more energy for the overall energy today? So, arrival of good news, charisma, excitement, freedom, creativity, and focusing diligently on your craft, new career, okay, education goals, expertise, mastery. Let's get one more. Oh, damn. One more card, please. All right, so we got the Seven of Cups. It talks about daydreaming and things of that nature, but lacking action behind something, fantasies, desires, options, temptations, things of that nature. So let's just see where all of this ends up going here, okay? At the bottom we have the Two of Cups. Now that talks about romance, harmony, balance, partnerships, friendships, peace, so on and so forth. So again, back to the potential of somebody new coming into our life. And looks like it's a positive relationship. Now let's go ahead and get right into the runes. No, I haven't invoked Odin yet. I've been saying prayers pretty much all throughout the day, so I will invoke Odin proper and respectful manner. Okay, but before I do that, let's look at the energy that we had from the previous days of the week. So we had the mighty God Tyr show up not just once, not just twice, but 3 times this week. So, and again, he's the great sky god, and his attributes are basically, sky god. Warrior, duty, honor, justice, leadership, authority, rationality, victory and success, as well as success in legal matters. Again, 3 times this week. In fact, it's the actual pre-pull for today. When I did the weekly pull for the entire week, the pull that I did for Thursday was again Tiwaz in the upright, or the great sky god himself. So he is definitely making his presence known in this week's energy and so on. And that's good because of all the things that are going on here and the potential for a new job and new romance, good news coming in. That's a good way to, go into the end of the week. So we still have, technically 2 days left. I call Saturday the last day of the week instead of Sunday. Sunday's the first day of the week, in my opinion. And that's the way I look at it. All right. So we also, aside from the great god Tyr 3 times, we also had Othala. And again, Othala talks about property, abundance, inheritances and things of that nature. Talks about values, age and spiritual and physical journeys. A home. Maybe like myself, you may be fighting over a home or something of that nature. Or a home that may have been stolen from you is to be returned to you. All of those things are covered under Othala. And the only other, we had 2 more energies. The overall weekly energy, the energy overall for the entire week was Perthro. And again, that deals with abundance as well. It talks about luck, chance, games, gaming, mysteries, destiny, secrets, sexuality, intuition, initiation, I should say, the vagina, occult abilities, knowledge of one's destiny and future, things feminine, including fertility, good luck, good lot, fellowship, love, joy, and evolutionary changes. So, and again, we're seeing changes all through both the tarot reading that we just pulled, or the tarot cards we just pulled as well. But there is some possible daydreaming, and we do actually have to make our efforts and everything else. It's one thing people always try to manifest by simply, thinking about it, but they're not taking any steps with that, that manifestation they're trying to bring forward. You have to make inspired, movement in that direction. It has to become real inside of you before it becomes real out here, okay? So what I mean is you need to start putting some efforts forward in regards to that to really manifest the things that you desire back into your life. All right, so those are the pre-energies that we had, both for the week, the overall, and the past, 4 days. Now we're going to go ahead and pull for our present energy. What is the present energy at 11:11 on my phone? Present energy, please. Present energy, thank you. Oh, you know what? I didn't even invoke Odin yet. Let me call upon him. Odin, 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 Odin. Please give us an accurate and concise message for the collective for today, Thursday the 26th, and thank you. And again, blowing into the bag is like infusing your spirit, in terms of tradition and symbolism. So, with the runes. Remember, the runes are not just simply stones with symbols carved on them. They actually embody the secrets, if you will, of the entire universe. That's the way that they're looked upon. Okay? Alright, so please, the energy for today, again, thank you. Energy for today. Alright, looks like we got Nauthis. Nauthis. Okay? That's our present energy. Nauthis means needs, necessities, constraints and restrictions, patience, and overcoming conflict. So, we've been warned about that for the last 3+ weeks. That there are obviously hurdles that come up in our lives, sometimes daily. We have things that we have to attend to, get through, if you will, navigate, overcome, whatever the case may be. So, that's the present energy. Let's go ahead and look at some of the influences for today. What are some of the influences for my collective for today? Some of the things that are influencing the energy for today. Thank you. Overall, let's see. Well, this is a good one. This is a powerful rune. Where's the camera? I guess it's over here. All right, so that's Uruz. That's what I got tattooed on my chest right there. Okay. So Uruz means strength, vitality, health, sexuality again, strength, courage, and, well, I already said sexual desire. Yeah, it's got all those things covered. So it's basically in reference to the now extinct ox called the Aruk in, back in the 1800s. I guess they killed the last of them. So 17, 16, 1500s. Hell, I don't remember. 500 years ago. Just leave it at that. And it was a very, very powerful animal. So it was hunted into extinction, basically, in Europe. So the Vikings really looked at it as something, worthy to emulate. If you've ever read about some of their training habits and things like that, I mean, they would lift stones sometimes as much as 500 pounds. We're talking about beyond even what today's power lifters are capable of doing, and so on. So, and they had, you know, very, very extreme wrestling and boxing competitions where they just go at it for hours, you know, or they row for hours and hours and hours, and then, you know, attack a friggin' village or whatever. So they were in better than average shape, to say the least, and that's why they were so greatly feared and so powerful. Okay. But they weren't the barbarians that everybody likes to think of them as. You know, you watch some of the old movies and stuff. So, all right. So let's go ahead and find another influence. Another influence for the energy today, please. Another influence. What have we got here? We got Ingwas. Ingwas. That's the god Freyr. Okay. So, the god Freyr is found in the third family, Aet, or group. And many of his attributes basically deal with male masculinity. Remember, he's the guy with the statue that shows him with the big you-know-what. So just to symbolize, of course, everything that is considered to be masculine, but positive masculinity. You know, strength to protect and everything else. So it also covers, again, sexuality. Those Norse, they sure like their sex. Seeds, fertility, as well as ancestry. Okay? So we have some very, very powerful influences to go with the somewhat neutral rune for the present energy of Malthus. Okay? So, lastly, we're going to go ahead and pull out our future energy, and that basically is anything from right now till midnight tonight, since I pull for days, every day of the week. And I get the future energy for my collective for today, please, and thank you. Future energy for today, thank you. It's a good one. Whoop, it's over here. Okay, Gibo. This is Gibo. I know it's an X, but it's actually G in their alphabet. And it's the good luck rune. It's the X marks the spot on a treasure map kind of a thing. And it's found in the first family, which is governed over by the goddess and wife of Odin, Freyr. And it basically means things in relations to gifting. And that also translates out how the relationship between humans and gods, goddesses, if you will. We give them, you know, our honor, respect, and our sacrifice, and they give to us in turn, you know, the things that we have need of. So, and it means equal exchange or reciprocity, as well as offerings. It means partners, divine unions, and again, love. So there's a lot to be said in today's reading about amore and sexuality. So for those of you out there who are getting theirs, all the power to you. Enjoy. It looks like there's a lot of good positive energy in regards to all of that for today, both with the runes and with the tarot. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull out a couple of hidden truth oracles and see what we can discover out of that. Okay, these are like freaking hard as bricks, hard as heck to shuffle. Forget it. Do it the old-fashioned way. All right, can you give me some energy here? Tell us what needs to be known. What are the hidden truths that my collective needs to know? And thank you. Hidden truths for my collective. Thank you. All right. Somebody regrets lying to you. Okay? So you would know better than I exactly what that means or what that's in relation to. This could be a child lying to a parent, maybe even a parent lying to a child, or it could be a significant other, whether it's a spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be in your relationship. But somebody regrets it now. They may be out in the cold or something, and well, can't take back your words. Power of life and death is in the tongue. So sometimes those lessons are hard won. You have to go through a lot to actually learn that lesson. All right, so, and hopefully you out there are wise enough not to, tempt fate, and that you're kind, The golden rule, do unto others you'd have them do unto you, is literally found in every single religion that I have looked into. And I'm talking about even the pagan ones. So the words are slightly different, but the meaning is there. Even Native American, it doesn't matter. You see the same thing echoed. And there's wisdom in that. It's a universal law, If you don't treat people well, you use and abuse them, then inevitably karma will kick in. Or what we know as physics is the law of conservation of energy. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You'll get yours. I'm going to pull one more here, hidden truth. Can I get one more hidden truth for my collective, please? Thank you. One more hidden truth. One more time. All right. I look for you everywhere. Well, it sounds like somebody's very much enamored with you. So you'll have to decide whether that's a good or a bad thing. Okay? Somebody is looking for you and they can't get you off your mind. Can't get you off their mind. You know what I mean? All right, so now we're going to pull some love oracle cards. Let's see what else they want to say. I mean, we've got an awful lot today about love and sex and everything else, so some of the things that make life worth living, right? It's not all there is, but it's nice when you're with somebody that you really do care about and love and have passion for, and they have passion for you. If you guys feel the reciprocity in regards to that, then you're a lucky people. A lot of people get together only for that one thing, and they lose that feeling after a while. It gets mundane or boring, or and then of course it leads inevitably to the end at some future point, especially in today's society. So let's see. Can I get a message for love for my collective, please? One love message, please. All right. Well, I got 3 there. Well, we've seen this one before. Talking about outdated thinking, conditioning, and so on. Okay. Talks about replaying events in your head over and over and over. So, and again, this could be for you or for the person that is thinking about you relentlessly. You'll have to make that decision based on where you're at in terms of all of this and how it unfolds. If you're watching this, it probably does pertain to you. Okay? Let me get one more love oracle, please. Okay. One more love oracle, please, for my collective. What is in store for them other than a lot of sex and some love? Perhaps a stalker or two. What else is in store for my collective today? Okay. Not enough. Well, it never is it? It says frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Well, those are certainly not positive attributes, characteristics, or traits, are they? Okay? You should never need somebody so badly. You should be able to function fine on your own. Only then are you able to have an actual healthy relationship anyways. You're with the person because you've chosen them and they have chosen you. You guys edify one another. You encourage one another. You empower one another instead of just absorbing each other's energy. I mean, I should say vampirizing each other's energy, like so many relationships today. You empower each other. So that's not the case. That's not what this is showing me. So again, this could be your stalker, the person who's, missing you terribly and everything else, that's feeling these things. And of course, with this one about running the events of the past over and over in your head, hopefully that's not you. It sounds to me, and it feels to me, because it is in my particular life exactly that somebody's actually having some, deja vu, if you will, because of having issues, possibly being out in the cold for things that they have done, decisions they have made. And now they're looking at you again, kind of like a plan B kind of a thing or something. And that's not my collective. My collective is plan A. You don't leave them and expect to come back when things don't pan out, right? So I hope you'll consider that, because if they've already ghosted you once, they've already done these things to you once, or they treated you badly, said bad things about you, whatever, yes, forgive them, obviously. It's, it's divine to forgive. But that doesn't mean you have to take them back, okay? So keep that in mind and follow your heart. I mean, there may be a reason where that, things happen the way that they did, and maybe you had your part to play in that as well. And if that's the case, and you forgive them, and you do still have that love for them, and you want to try it again, that's no judgment from me. Whatever, feels right for you out there in the collective, and it'll be different for all of us, right? So with that being said, I mean, we got a lot of positive energy. We didn't get anything negative today, nothing whatsoever. And again, you not only have a stalker, but you have new love coming in, good news coming in, potentially a new job coming in. So, but it's also telling you stop daydreaming, if it's you and not the stalker that's feeling this way. And to be aware of the fantasies, the desires, the temptations, and so on. Okay, and we've seen that in the past before too. So that's pretty much it for today, collective. Quick, straight to the point, and everything else. Once again, it looks like everything is flowing together very nicely in terms of the oracle cards meshing well with the tarot cards, meshing well with the runes. So, and I hope this helps you to some degree, and I hope you guys both the camera change as well as the incorporation of other things along with the runes too. I'm not going to stop at the runes. I'm going to really, really try to perfect my intuitive abilities with the runes. But I am going to pull upon the tarot as well. Okay? And you can let me know in the comments, if you like that, dislike that, you want me to, change things, maybe tell us some stories or whatever the case may be, or maybe you want me to tell you less about certain things when I get to a specific point that needs to be made with this energy from time to time. Whatever you want to see, I'm certainly willing to listen to your advice and everything else, and to hear, your critique. I don't think that criticism, if it's done tactfully, is bad at all. In fact, it's a necessity. In the council of a multitude of counselors, there's wisdom found. So, whatever you can add to this, I truly am appreciative of it. So with that being said, I wish you guys a great day. It sounds like you're going to have a better one than me. So enjoy, be protected, and all that good stuff. Unless, of course, a child is something that you desire. And if you're of the same sex variety or whatever the case may be, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. So just enjoy yourself, but do it responsibly. I'll just leave it at that, okay? With that being said, I'll see you in Valhalla.